All right, it's time for us to talk about something that might interest folks, especially those in the sports world. Olatubi Olawale is our doctor today. Thank you so much for being here. He is an alumnus of College of Medicine of the University of Lagos. He is a physiotherapist with specialty in sports medicine and orthopedics rehabilitation, following his special interest in injury prevention in sports with years of experience in orthopedic rehabilitation. Today, he's here to talk about the danger of heat stroke in sports. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. So when we talk about heat stroke in general, what is heat stroke, to define and so everyone can understand what heat stroke is about?
Heat stroke in general means when your body overeats, there's an overeating of your body system.
It's possible for your body to overheat?
Yes, when you're exposed to hot environment and when you exercise during hot environment, like the weather is hot, thank God for the rain actually. The weather has been hot for the past 3 to 4 weeks. When you exercise yourself, too much exercise in yourself, you can have heat stroke. That's overeating of the body. It's like when the car is overeating. So it can go into a lot of coma and everything. So heat stroke is when your body overeats.
Okay, so how can you identify heat stroke?
Identifying heat stroke means when the early stages of heat stroke, when first thing there is irritability, the patient, the sport practitioner starts feeling uncomfortable, starts sweating, start getting tired unnecessarily, and you notice that okay, this thing is very, very important because it's a medical emergency in sport medicine that it needs to be addressed as fast as possible. Okay. That's the early signs. The early signs, the patient can start feeling uncomfortable, start staggering while running, while playing football, or start feeling uncomfortable, as I said, and the coach might notice that this guy is not feeling too well. Then the later signs and symptoms can be the patient can just fall and collapse.
Wow, just like that?
Yes.
But it doesn't get fatal, does it?
It does get fatal.
Heat stroke gets fatal?
Yes.
Okay. And
the fatal part is the patient, the footballer can die or the athlete can die on spot.
Wow, not even after getting treatment and all that. So what are the causes though? Yeah,
the causes of this heat stroke are one, when the athlete is too zealous, over motivational athletes. Okay, when you have some athletes that are too fast, they want to do everything fastly, they want to do everything, want to work out very fast. And when the weather is hot, you're trying to do more, trying to exercise yourself, you sweat a lot and you have internal heat. You guys start getting overeating and you need to check these signs. One other thing that can cause this thing is when you don't take a rest, when you don't rehydrate yourself. Because when exercising during hot weather, you sweat a lot. You sweat a lot. So you need to take more water into your body.
Yeah, I was going to ask because you said when you overexert yourself, there's internal heat. Can't you simply, put it down by taking a lot of chilled water perhaps?
Yes. Cooling it down, you can take cool water, a cool bath, towel and everything, cold towel, just cool yourself down. So, but people don't take note of this when doing exercises. Okay. When you're feeling unnecessarily hot, it's just best to just cool yourself down. Another thing that can cause it, and during sporting activities, some people, some athletes actually wear very tight clothing.
That's true.
Very tight clothing and doesn't allow them to breathe properly and the sweat should go out of the body. And so most of the time you just have to wear something that is very, very light during this hot weather. Don't have to wear something that is too tight. Okay. Then another thing that can cause heat stroke during sport is taking of supplements.
Taking supplements causes heat stroke?
Yes, there are some athletes that take supplement. Just like taking energy drink now, just to perform well. On normal ground, you're performing well. Now, when you take energy drink or supplements to energize yourself, the way your body moves you like ×2. Oh. So you're overworking yourself, and during that time, you sweat a lot. And so it's best for you to just calm yourself. That during this period, reduce the way you take supplement because you just have to check.
Okay. Now, there must be certain sports that are exempted from heat stroke. I know quite well that you might say those who exercise a lot might suffer from heat stroke, but those who swim a lot, for example, is it possible to suffer from heat stroke, even if you keep on going when you ought to have stopped, like really overexerting yourself?
Those who swim, they are not affected because the kind of sport that is mostly affected are the footballers, athletes, we want people to run. So any sporting activity that requires you putting your energy during the hot weather, you are prone to having this kind of heat stroke. And one of the things to do when you have this heat stroke is firstly, cool the patient, cool the athlete. Cooling means putting the patient inside an ice bath.
I don't understand. You're going to take someone and put the person in an ice bath?
Because heat stroke is is a medical emergency that needs urgent attention.
My goodness.
And if you want to cool a patient, normally they say remove the clothing, use use cold water, towel. But
to get quicker results?
Putting the athlete into a cold bath is like cooling your body ×2 of normal. So that's the first thing, cool, then watch. Because heat stroke happens when the body temperature increases above 40 degrees Celsius.
Yes, that's true.
Because normally, normal body temperature is 36.5. If you have it 37, you check yourself. But when your body temperature increases more than 40 degrees Celsius, it's best just cool the patient down, because the coach might actually start noticing, because the patient starts feeling confused, you don't know what to do, you just make sure the patient rests. After resting, then you transport. So there's an adage in sports medicine for heat stroke, say cool first, then transport second.
So it's all about cooling initially before you take any other step. Yes. Now, away from sports though, is it possible for it to happen to someone who is probably just doing some kind of strenuous work every day? Is it possible to affect such a person?
It's very possible. It's very possible, especially during this hot weather. Okay. And I said, thank God for the rain. Everywhere is still cool now, but we never can say. But it's best everybody knows that this heat stroke can, it's a very, very dangerous ailment that can happen to anybody.
Okay.
Regardless of the sporting activity you're doing.
Okay. But it's more of an internal thing, not an external thing.
It's more of an internal and external, please.
Okay.
Because when the weather is very hot, you exercise yourself too much. You are prone to sweating a lot. And another thing that could cause, I forgot to say, unacclimatization now.
Okay, for someone who's probably been used to a cold environment coming. But I just have to ask this before we end this. You know how couples, indoor activities in a very hot environment, is it possible for that to also cause heat stroke?
No, heat stroke doesn't actually.
It doesn't?
It can't.
No matter how much efforts and, energy is being exerted?
It depends on the kind of energy you exert. But what the sign you should just know about heat stroke is when you notice your body temperature is getting
too high. Okay.
And you just have to check yourself, and you notice you're just acting confused.
Okay.
You're just you're not settled. You're disoriented. So just check before it gets to the wall, because in the tickle of an eye, patient can collapse.
Okay, all right. So be you a sports person or not, it's important to look out for the signs of heat stroke. I really must thank you for being on the show, Dr. Olawale Olatubi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we'll take this break. Of course, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Yes.